And it looks like we're live. I think. No, come on, not tardy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my very first commentary of a State of the Union or any kind of crazy live news event. So here we are. Hope everybody can hear me. I think it's in sync. I checked out everything before. No mishaps this time, and it's good. It's good that I had two live streams yesterday to kind of test everything out, make sure that it's working. So, hi everybody. I'm drinking coffee at 8:30 at night in my very cool Ember mug. You can see it lights up here. It's pretty cool, and it keeps my coffee warm. So, not a sponsorship, not getting paid by Ember mugs, but they're pretty they're pretty cool. If you like to keep your coffee warm, and I can not hear myself. Um, so hi everybody. Wow, it's just yesterday was so crazy with the Iowa caucuses. Just it's cliche at this point, but if they can't run a local election, a state election, how are you going to expect them to take care of all of your health care and pay out your $1,000 a month? So just to get some cleanup, some stuff out of the way here. I have a Twitter. If you haven't been to my Twitter yet, it's Andrew it's a don't walk ___ run at Twitter. So follow me on there. Get all the updates when I'm doing live streams. Just me usually when there are debates, I am live streaming. Like I'm live tweeting debates. So that's kind of always interesting, and it kind of gives me a placeholder for notes because I'll talk about something and then I'll refer back to the previous night's tweeting. So then I have a Instagram page that I rarely jump on. I just don't get out of the house in my no life. But when I do, and I promise that I will be posting a little bit more, but I have an Instagram. It's Don't Walk Run Productions if you're into Instagram. Then I have a store, and oh boy, got a deal for you today. From today to Thursday, you can get 10% off anything in my store with promo code Iowa. That's right. You can get a very cool patriotic cat logo on a t-shirt, and if I there you go. Very cool, very cool. It's the very famous cat that nobody's going to know what this is. You can be political, wear this shirt out in public. Nobody has a clue what it is. They just think it's a cute cat in front of a flag. So there you go. Then I have a Patreon. Patreon, Don't Walk Run. It's patreon.com, Don't Walk Run. If you're a Patreon member from the $3 tier and up, you can see my videos early because I usually get them done at night and I don't post them until the next morning or next afternoon. So if you want to see videos early, head on over to Patreon, sign up, and you can see my videos. It's pretty cool. It's a really cool perk. You can see them before everybody else. And if you want a cool cat badge next to your name, boom, go to the YouTube membership page. It's Don't Walk Run Productions /join, and you can basically you get a Patreon members $10 and up get a special live stream once a month, and so do YouTube members because they get a cool badge and they get some emojis that you can use right now. Why is this unlisted? Oh no, shoot, I didn't make this live. Unreal. I'm a idiot. Well, that's okay. I mean, I'm making it live, but oh god damn it. I did everything except that one thing. Thank you. Thank you very much. Wow, what a dork. Okay. Guys, now we're live. Unreal. Well, okay. So I did a whole bunch of spiel. I probably won't repeat it, but I'm on Twitter. I'm on Patreon. I have a very cool Instagram page that I don't really use too much, but I promise I will be posting more. And unreal. There we go. Now it's filling up. Hi, everybody. Sorry I'm late. I neglected to make this public. My bad. But nobody screwed up more than the Iowa Democratic Party. Am I right? Oh, man. Okay. Well, I'm going to go through this real quick. Check me out on Twitter. Don't walk ____. It's 3 underscores. Run on Twitter. Don't Walk Run Productions on Instagram. And again, and this is really cool, if you want anything on my Teespring store, promo code Iowa. That's right, Iowa. I don't think it's all capital letters. It doesn't matter. But you can get a really cool. If you live in New York, they're not having plastic bags anymore, so you can have a really cool cat tote with the patriotic cat logo on it. I have other stuff too. I also have a Patreon where you can see my stuff early. It's great. You can see my stuff anywhere for maybe sometimes 2 days early if it takes YouTube forever to monetize it. So there you go. Gregory, thank you very much. Hope Buttigieg doesn't get his hopes up. Well, he might come in second, but still, that's pretty good. He did better than Biden. That's so far. And if you want to join the channel, it's $4.99 a month. You get very cool loyalty badges next to your name. You get some cool emojis. You get a special members-only live stream. So lots of cool stuff. And the Discord. Discord is pretty rad, and I will put a link right now. It's right here. There you go. You can join the Discord. So Gregory F, thank you very much. And Stylionis Georgiou. Sorry, man. But thank you so much. Hey, you. Thank you very much for the super chat. Appreciate all of you. And so what's up, my Wang gang? Okay, so we have about 20 minutes before the State of the Union. We will be watching it live. I'm not going to get copyright striked. Unless Donald Trump himself copyright strikes me, I think we're going to be fine, because this is going to be from the official White House feed. Shouldn't have an issue. Darren Thompson, thank you very much. Appreciate you, buddy. So, let's look at what the Iowa Democrats have given us so far. This is just amazing. I've never seen anything like this. So the Iowa Democratic Party has only given us 62% of the results. Unreal. This is absolutely unreal. They, instead of just going, we're gonna put everything out there. They're gonna go, we're gonna give you almost 2/3, not quite 2/3, almost 2/3 of the results. And what is here is really interesting. It doesn't mean that that people are gonna place this way after all the results come in, but it is interesting to see who was doing better than expected. So Buttigieg is in the lead currently. That could change, because there's a lot of Sanders places that have not been, counted yet. A lot of young people came out for Sanders. A lot of young people came out for a man in his 90s. Who knew? But Buttigieg is leading, followed by Sanders. Third place is Warren. Fourth place is Biden. Fourth place, that's bad. If this happened last night, if all these results came in and Biden came in fourth, all the headlines this morning would be how he blew it. Instead, it's all about how the Democratic Party screwed up. this is crazy. To come in fourth, that's bad. Not a campaign killer, but it's bad. Oh, yeah. Andrew Yang has, basically he's in, is that sixth? He's in sixth. And he's currently about like 1.1%. So, I love all the comments where I'm like, Yang, Yang is going to shock the world. He's got 1%. Caucus, look, and to be fair, caucuses are different, but before all the alignments, if you know how caucuses work, before the alignment, he's at like 5.2%. And that's in line with his polling, because his polling has been, and I'm going to show you this, and I look at this spreadsheet every day. So his polling, 4%, 3%. That's the 7% here. It's an outlier. He's only scored 7% once ever. 5%, 3%, 4%. So him getting 5% of the popular vote, basically, before everybody has to move around in the caucuses, is in line with his polling. And I've been saying this forever. And if you've watched my videos, you know that Andrew Yang is not, he's not Jimmy Carter. Let's just say that. So, just crazy. Hot and Sour 100. Love you, Andrew. Love you back. Thank you very much. All the super chats are going to a good cause, because I might have to face court action over my 2 copyright strikes. Very excited about that. I'm fighting them. I think I should be fine. I know for a fact that I'm well within using these for fair use, but my channel is almost gone. It's on the verge of termination if I get one more fake copyright strike. But I have 2 copyright strikes. I am fighting them. They should be cleared up in the next 2 weeks, and I'm not going to talk about who they are from. And if you know who they're from, don't say anything. Don't talk to them. Don't say anything to them. It's not going to help my case. But there you go. So all of the super chat money is going to go towards lawyer fees if these people take court action, because I will countersue the hell out of these people, because I am totally in the right for using all this stuff. So, Crest, thank you. Thank you very much. And yes, the wall is real. As you can see behind me, that's not a green screen. Ronnie, thank you for the great content. Living in Asheville, North Carolina, I need videos like yours to keep me from going insane. Well, I don't know how much help I'm giving you, but thank you very much. And Hawk or HCK, thank you very much. Absolutely appreciated. Poofy, say hello to Poofy. Poofy is in the chat. Thank you so much. Let's see here. So, are there any alternate donation options? Yes, there is I do have a PayPal, and I believe it is in my, I believe it's Don't Walk Around Productions. I think so. But you have to check out my About page. But thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate all PayPal stuff too. Seb J, 199. Hey, you back again. Thank you so much. So, Andrew Yang, this is, Sneezy Stevie. Good luck. Thank you very much. So, here's what's happening with Joe Biden, and I will get to this last super chat, and then I will get a whole bunch of them later. I promise. I will hit all the super chats. John Robertson, love your analysis. Just found your videos recently, especially how you back up your points with sources. Your channel will be huge. Well, it's getting there. It's almost at 300,000 subscribers. Very exciting. And Joe Bulge, thank you. Literally just discovered you Saturday. Wow, thank you so much. And Pitland, thank you for helping fight the Yang Gang. I don't think they're Yang Gang, but they're other things. They're definitely SJWs. So thanks for that. So Biden coming in fourth, if he in fact comes in fourth, not a campaign killer. He's also going to do terrible in New Hampshire. Absolutely garbage. He's probably going to come in third or fourth in New Hampshire. And Tulsi, you didn't see Tulsi in the, here we go. Tulsi didn't get anything so far. But then again, Iowa's just terrible as far as, because it's a caucus, and caucuses are really hard to do well. But since it's a primary in New Hampshire and in South Carolina, people are going to do a lot better, and they won't have to realign and do coin flips. Just that democracy. It's lovely. So once Biden hits the primary in South Carolina, that's where he gets a lot of African American support. Because African Americans are not behind Buttigieg, definitely, and they're not behind Biden, and they might be behind Steyer, because he's there's something about that guy with him and African Americans. He definitely has a little bit more support than most everybody else. And Yang, if Yang doesn't do well in New Hampshire, like, I don't know what his plan is. Like, to do really well in California, I think Steyer will actually do better in California, but we'll see. It's just all weird, you know. It's the fact that Andrew Yang is still continuing. I mean, we'll see. He's going to be in the next debate too, and I never said that he wasn't going to be in the next debate. And also, I did say that it was going to be my last Yang centric video, and that's absolutely true. I might do one more, like, when he drops out, but probably not, because Yang videos don't make me any money. I don't care. Like, I've done enough about Yang. I've made my point. And if you look at these statistics right here, I was right. Yang's gonna shock the world. Yeah, all right. Okay. Sure. Gotcha. So with that said, it's only 62% reporting, and hopefully we will see the rest of the results within the next week. This is the fiasco of the Democratic Party right now. It's just unreal. Unfreaking real. How they could just they said, "Oh, well, we're going to make reporting easy." They actually changed the rules because they wanted more transparency because of Bernie Sanders. So they made this app to make it easy to report. But what they didn't think was, just open a Google app. See, you're going to see all these, like, all this stuff here. All they needed to do, let's say you're in Adams 1. You're in Adams 1 precinct. All you have to do is take 5 minutes and type those numbers in a Google spreadsheet. How easy is that? And instead, they just totally blew it. It's amazing. Just the chaos. Just this should be done. I shouldn't even be talking about it, really. Instead, we'd have no idea who won. It's baffling. They want to run your healthcare. They want to run your healthcare. They can't even run a state election. And the first one, this sets the tone. This is unreal. Unreal. Just the Democratic Party is just bizarre. All right, let me turn this down a little bit. This is starting. Fantastic. I'm going to catch up on some super chats. Got a lot of super chats. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you. It's Dustin Red Eagle. Enjoy your insight. My Bernie loving brother isn't a fan. You're doing great work. Thank you. Piece of whiskey. Thank you so much for the 5 spot. John, wow, love everything vid you put out. More, please. Well, I try to do more. I'm working on a couple things. I got a Bloomberg video coming up. It's going to take me a little while. I think it's going to be up by Friday, most likely Saturday. And then I'm going to be probably covering the New Hampshire debate. So that's happening too. Aaron Jones, $5. Thank you very much. Keep it up. I am trying. Username, password. Love the videos. Thank you. Chris Beaver, thank you very much. That might be Eddie Murphy in your profile picture. I don't know. Handsome guy. Jay LeBaron. Aloha from Hawaii. Still need to do a crazy Maisie video. Yeah, Maisie Hirono. Senator Maisie Hirono. Cuckoo. I do want to go to Hawaii, too. I would love to do a Hawaii meetup. That would be amazing. Joseph Hopkins, here is a little to help your cause. Thank you so much. Justin Stevens, search homophobic Iowa video. It's going viral. I will do that later. Nicholas Davidson, always appreciate your content, Andrew. One of the very few conservatives who's not a total Trump apologist. Any comment about AOC boycotting the State of the Union? She can screw off. Who cares? Who cares what she does? Like, it does. You don't even have to do the State of the Union, honestly. Just send out a press release. Who cares? But it makes for good TV, I guess. I don't know. But who cares? A lot of Democrats are actually, they're really salty about impeachment, and they're not going to show up and scrum. But you know what? You know who's the winner here? Donald Trump. Because he's still president, and he's going to get another 4 years because these people... Oh, Nancy Pelosi wearing white. Like the 5 women, the 5 Democratic women that showed up are wearing white too. Ryan Johnson's crack pipe. Hello. Thank you so much. Wow. Good to see you. I see him on Twitter all the time. Daniel Nelson, here's a coffee. Thank you. I make my own coffee. Well, I don't make the coffee. I don't roast my own beans, but I use Stumptown coffee, and I have a really cool French press from Starbucks, which I love to death. Like one of the best things about Starbucks ever. Esteban, keep the brick wall alive. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Alana, thank you. Yes, I will. Fine, I will mod you. Cool. There you go. Boom. And Paula, thank you so much. And Andy. Oh, hello, Andy. Thank you. Go buy some Big Gay ice cream. Oh, we were talking about that. Maybe I'll talk about that later. But Mayor Bloomberg. Oh, hold on. Did I miss somebody? Oh, Eileen. Hi, Eileen. Hard times make strong men. Easy times make Bernie supporters. Okay, I'm gonna get to some of these super chats soon. Let's see everybody walk in. Anybody interesting here? Oh, it's the Supreme Court. And I wonder if everybody showed up. There's Kagan. It looks like half of them didn't show up, and that's fine. They don't even need to be there. Oh wow, look at all the white. Look at all the women in white. That's interesting. They're more than I thought they were going to be. I think only can't be more than like 24 people that didn't show up. I wonder if Schiff's there. I wonder if Schiff will be staring Trump down with his beady eyes. Should we all stand too? Like, I can't really stand here, but maybe we should all stand when the president comes in. Simon Minovsky, amazing content. Keep it flowing. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Crayons, which Dem candidate do you think would give Trump the best run for his money? Andrew Yang. Word. No. I think Bloomberg would actually give Trump the biggest run for his money because Bloomberg has actually governed a city which is basically a state. So honestly, I would love to see Bloomberg versus Trump, honestly. Because Bernie versus Trump is just going to be boring. It's just going to be, you're a communist and you're the most dangerous president. And that's it. It's going to be 15 hours of that. Albert, watching from New Jersey. What's up? Enjoying the videos. The AOC stuff is great. Thank you. I haven't done an AOC video in a little while, actually. Gotta get on that. I didn't miss you covering... Oh, Adam, I didn't miss you covering the lady who wanted her vote back after finding out that Pete was gay. Oh, some woman's like, I didn't know Pete Buttigieg was gay. I want my ballot back. Like, wait, he's married? Like, to a man? Like, the one and only cookie eater, gaming, politics, thoughts. Thank you. I haven't played a lot of Overwatch, I'll tell you that, as far as gaming goes. Top Cat, $1, thank you. Where is everybody? Where's the president? Oh, it's not 9 yet. Although I think he's supposed to come in at 8:55, I think. And then at 9 it starts because everybody's going to be clapping, clap, clap, yay, the president, blah, 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 blah. And then Nancy Pelosi, he hands over his speech to Nancy Pelosi. But, there's always like the little pomp and circumstance here with all the the Republicans or the Democrats, depending on which side is running the presidency. Devin, love the videos. Informative and hilarious. Well, I don't know if they're hilarious. They're okay. I'm okay. Have you done any videos about how you got into politics or anything like that? Always wanted to see. I've just been. I think when I was working in news, so once I started working in news and having to cover this all the time, that's when I really got into it. But I've always been I've been mildly political, but and before, it was said I'm like a conservative. I'm not a conservative, really. I lean to the right, but I'm definitely not like a hardcore conservative because I can see both sides and I'm pretty logical. Hopefully, I don't cover a lot of Republican stuff because everybody else does that. So I don't need to really do what the Young Turks does, El Boyo, agreeing with Devin, that would be a great vid. Well, there's not much to it really, to be honest, but thank you so much. Getting a lot of super chat revenue here for my future court battles. So thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate it. Robot Chad, what's up? Never seen you live stream before. I've done a few. Oh, Melania just walked in. Melania's freaking graceful. Would you say that she's graceful, yes or no? I think she's a very graceful woman, especially compared to Trump. Because Trump is like a bull in a china shop. Just like Mitch McConnell said earlier. He said the Democrats tried to stop a bull in a china shop with a bulldozer. As far as impeachment goes. Would smash. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Madam Speaker, the President's Cabinet.
Okay. Let's see how many people I can... Okay, there's Pompeo. Mnuchin. Oh, there's Bill Barr. Awesome. I forget that dude's name is. Oh, there's Wilbur Ross. The really, really, really old guy. He's like 95 years old. He's the one that helped screw up the census question about asking people on the census whether they were citizens or not, and he screwed that up. Yeah, the tiny little guy there. I could make this a little bigger. I could do that. Hold on. Oh, wrong. You need to see my dumb face. Yeah, but there's Mnuchin. Oh, there's Ben Carson. And there is Mitch McConnell's wife. Ellen. Oh crap! Can't remember her name. If anybody can remember her name, put it in. I'd be very impressed. Mitch McConnell's wife. It only took 3.5 years, but I think that Trump has finally got his cabinet together. He had a lot. he hired a lot of dumb people at the very beginning, and it's just sad. Rex Tillerson, what was he thinking? Ryan, I make stupid Roblox videos 24/7. You're my only source of politics and a breath of fresh airs. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Ryan. I do okay work. My work's fine. It's okay. Let go. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. And Joseph Hopkins, Schiff gives my ferrets a bad rap. Little Weasel. Thank you. That's true. Gregory F. Working on an indie game. Permission to use your likeness for an NPC. I mean, if you can try, I guess. Email me. Email me. And I'm sure it'll probably be fine. I think it'd be funny. Andrew Kistler, love your content and thorough research. Always feel prepared when I encounter a Yang Gang because of you. Why aren't you at 1 million yet? Good question. Good question. No, I'm growing pretty fast. Considering that Thanksgiving last year I had 100,000. I got something like 30-some thousand over the holiday because that BuzzFeed video that has made me no money, but it's done really well for me subscriber-wise. Pretty cool. Wow. 2,100 people watching the stream. This is might be my biggest stream yet. Hi, everybody. If you're coming on, just thank you for stopping by. Hopefully I can make this entertaining and offer a little bit of insight, but it's going to be interesting. Oh, almost. It's getting there. It's getting close. Donating to the legal fund. Thank you, Jeebus. And, what happened? Jesus is King. I'm from New York. I'm from New York too. Love all your videos. Thank you very much. And MF gave $1. Thank you. Peter Bills. The smell of liquor is thick. Oh, I'm pretty sure Nancy Pelosi's probably has a nip hidden in that desk. Stockstream, how can I DM you on Twitter? My DMs are not open. I'd have to follow you back. But follow me.
The President of the United States.
Oh, there's Chip Roy, the bald guy. The bald guy here, Chip Roy. He's awesome. I love him. He's a truth teller. I follow him on Twitter. He's great. He's from Texas. Free speech. Liberalism is a mental disorder. Keep up the great videos. The Iowa Caucus results were correct. Weren't they all zeros? Matthew Smith, nice meeting you at Barcade. Oh, hey, what's up, dude? Had a meetup in Philly. It was so much fun. Jay Long, watching from Mexico. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Jay. Stay safe in Mexico and enjoy the year-long amazing weather, apparently. I'm jealous. I need to move. New York is terrible. Although this winter has not been too bad. I bought a really nice coat. Haven't even needed to use it because it's been early spring already. Top Cat, do you think modern day Republicans are closer to the original Republican Party than modern day Democrats are to the... No, well, the original Democratic Party, I would say, is definitely a lot more far to the left. I think they're trying to make up for being the KKK back in the day. So, let's see if I'm demonetized. I always get demonetized on my videos, my live streams. It's pathetic. And for saying nothing, too, it's crazy. Wow, still gotten ads. Miracle of miracles. Well, look. Oh, wow, lots of... Oh, see, shaking the 5 justices that came. The Joint Chiefs. Dude, say what you want about this guy. He's going to be... We got an economy that's going super strong. There you go. More applause. Got an economy that's going super strong. You don't beat an incumbent on a great economy. I don't see it happening. Yeah, so he hands this over to Pence and to Pelosi. Like another minute of applause. he just sucks the air out of the room, man. He's going to be so hard to beat at the debates. Now, I was asked a question, but who do you guys think is going to win? Who do you think has the best chance of winning against Trump in 2020? What do you guys think? I'm curious to know. Question, Dan Riddle asks, why might your channel get shut down? I have 2 fake copyright strikes against me. Donnie Santos, favorite Overwatch hero, Diva, until they nerfed her.
The President of the United States.
And more pomp and circumstance. Simon Milanowski, my NYU political comm professor in conservative media, expert on it, says Trump is anti-Semitic. Ugh, he's just triggered. Oh, they're chanting 4 more years. That's great.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, let me turn this up. If you guys can't hear it, let me know.
Madam Speaker, Mr. Vice President, members of Congress, the First Lady of the United States.
Yeah. Go Melania. Say what you want to. Oh, look at the little kid, like, holding their ears, like, oh, I can't stand all this applause.
And my fellow citizens, 3 years ago, we launched the Great American Comeback. Tonight, I stand before you to share the incredible results. Jobs are booming, incomes are soaring, poverty is plummeting, crime is falling, confidence is surging, and our country is thriving and highly respected again. America's enemies are on the run. America's fortunes are on the rise, and America's future is blazing bright. The years of economic decay are over.
Yeah. What we need is an infrastructure bill, and that's coming up soon. Once we get past impeachment, we need an infrastructure bill. And there's been a couple in place, ready to go.
The days of our country being used, taken advantage of, and even scorned by other nations are long behind us. Gone too are the broken promises, jobless recoveries, tired platitudes, and constant excuses for the depletion of American wealth, power, and prestige. In just
That's
3
as high as I
short
can turn it
years,
up, guys.
we have shattered the mentality of American decline, and we have rejected the downsizing of Americans' destiny. We have totally rejected the downsizing. We're moving forward at a pace that was unimaginable just a short time ago, and we are never, ever going back.
I hope you guys can hear me. Where's he reading from? He's reading from teleconference. I read from teleconference. I tried memorizing my
I am
scripts.
thrilled to report to you tonight that our economy is the best it has ever been. Our military is completely rebuilt, with its power being unmatched anywhere in the world, and it's not even close. Our borders are secure. Our families are flourishing. Our values are renewed. Our pride is restored. And for all of these reasons, I say to the people of our great country and to the members of Congress, the state of our union is stronger than ever before.
All right, can you hear me now, guys? I think they look like they're louder. Look, we have $23 trillion in debt. So until we fix that,
The vision I will lay out this evening demonstrates how we are building the world's most prosperous and inclusive society, one where every citizen can join in America's unparalleled success, and where every community can take part in America's extraordinary rise. From the instant I took office, I moved rapidly to revive the U.S. economy, slashing a record number of job-killing regulations, enacting historic and record-setting tax cuts, and fighting for fair and reciprocal trade agreements.
That's definitely one thing we did is just destroy all these regulations.
Our agenda is relentlessly pro-worker, pro-family, pro-growth, and most of all, pro-American.
Democrats not clapping with this. Creating jobs is pro-American. Don't you dare. Don't you dare stand up for that.
Thank
Don't
you.
dare stand up for America.
We are advancing with unbridled optimism and lifting our citizens of every race, color, religion, and creed very, very high. Since my election, we have created 7 million new jobs, 5 million more than government experts projected during the previous administration.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we're in a terrible recession that took forever to recover from. But it doesn't
The unemployment
mean
rate
that
is
Trump
the
isn't
lowest in
doing
over half a
his
century.
work.
And very
Yeah,
incredibly,
unemployment is low
the
for
average
everybody.
unemployment rate under my administration is lower than any administration in the history of our country.
It's just amazing to me. Like, this is all ceremony
If
and
we
everything,
hadn't
but come on.
reversed the failed economic policies of the previous administration, the world would not now be witnessing this great economic success.
I keep hearing I'm too quiet, too loud, too quiet. I'm not going to change it from here anymore. I'm drinking whiskey. Can you hear me now? I feel like I'm on.
The unemployment rate for African Americans, Hispanic Americans, and Asian Americans has reached the lowest levels in history.
I can't hear you now. All right, how's that?
African American youth unemployment has reached an
for me, that's weird.
all-time low. African American poverty has declined to the lowest rate ever recorded.
But remember, guys, African Americans don't
The
have.
unemployment rate for women reached the lowest level
don't have
in
IDs.
almost 70 years, and last year women filled 72% of all new jobs added.
Look at these. the dude in the front, he's just like shaking his head, like, no, you're wrong. Oh, there's Debbie
The
Dingle. Oh,
veterans'
she's a piece of
unemployment
work.
rate dropped to a record low.
Volume good. You're way too loud now. I can't.
The unemployment rate for disabled Americans has reached an all-time low.
See, I didn't know that either. With disabled Americans, is that also Sonichu? Is it also Chris Chan?
Workers without a high school diploma have achieved the lowest unemployment rate recorded in U.S. history. A record number of young Americans are now employed.
All right.
Under the last administration,
I'm done
more
fixing
than 10
my audio.
million people were added to the food stamp rolls. Under my administration, 7 million Americans have come off food stamps, and 10 million people have been lifted off of welfare.
Just get rid of food stamps forever. Can you do that, please, Mr. Trump? I'd really appreciate that. Okay, audio's perfect. Great. Done. Not doing it anymore. Keep adjusting it. Audio's fine. Okay, cool.
In 8 years under the last administration, over 300,000 working-age people dropped out of the workforce. In just 3 years of my administration, 3.5 million people, working-age people, have joined the workforce.
See, that's the thing you always hear, that the unemployment rate's low, but a lot of people aren't in the workforce. They're like not looking for a job anymore. And
since my election, the net worth
that.
of the bottom half of wage earners has increased by 47%, 3 times faster than the increase for the top 1%.
Cool.
After decades
There's some
of
super
flat
chats
and
here, by the
falling
way. I will
incomes,
get to all your
wages
super
are
chats later, I
rising
promise.
fast, and wonderfully, they are rising fastest for low-income workers who have seen a 16% pay increase since my election.
I guarantee that you're going to see a lot of stories about, I was waiting for a tax rebate, but I didn't get it after the Trump tax cuts.
This is a blue
Which means they were paying less taxes.
Boom.
All right, guys, tell me, first of all, almost 2,600 viewers. It's really cool. Guys, tell me.
Real median household income is now at the highest level ever recorded.
Guys, tell me if you're better
Since
off
my election,
now than you
US
were
stock
5
markets
years ago.
have soared 70%, adding more than $12 trillion to our nation's wealth, transcending anything anyone believed was possible. This is a record. It is something that every country in the world is looking up to. They admire.
It's honestly...
Consumer confidence has just reached amazing new highs. All of those millions of people with 401ks and pensions are doing far better than they have ever done before, with increases of 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100% and even more. Jobs and investments are pouring into 9,000 previously neglected neighborhoods, thanks to Opportunity Zones, a plan spearheaded by Senator Tim Scott as part of our great Republican tax cuts.
Tim Scott's an African American, so of course they're making a bigger deal about it. But these Opportunity Zones are, it's pretty cool. They're pretty cool. And there's actually one of,
in other words,
there's a couple people that are
companies
guests
are pouring money into
that
poor
have benefited
neighborhoods or
from these
areas
Opportunity
that haven't
Zones.
seen investment in many decades, creating jobs, energy, and excitement.
Excitement. He was talking about the markets before.
This is the first time that
the markets and consumer confidence
have seen anything like this.
the best holiday
It's
season
all
we've ever
working.
had.
Opportunity Zones are helping Americans like Army veteran Tony Rankins from Cincinnati, Ohio. After struggling with drug addiction, Tony lost his job, his house, and his family. He was homeless. But then Tony found a construction company that invests in Opportunity Zones. He is now a top tradesman, drug-free, reunited with his family, and he is here tonight. Tony, keep up the great work, Tony.
Ivanka is so beautiful. She is such a beautiful woman. Holy moly. Agree or disagree? Agree if you like Ivanka.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you,
Our
Tony.
roaring economy has, for the first time ever, given many former prisoners the ability to get a great job and a fresh start. This second chance at life is made possible because we passed landmark criminal justice reform into law. Everybody said that criminal justice reform couldn't be done, but I got it done, and the people in this room got it done.
Yeah! See, this is his push. Stop trying to impeach me. Stop trying to do all this BS against me, and we can get things done. And remember, this is federal criminal justice reform. It's not state by state, but man, it's more than Obama ever did.
Thanks to our bold regulatory reduction campaign, the United States has become the #1 producer of oil and natural gas anywhere in the world, by far. With the tremendous progress we have made over the past 3 years, America is now energy independent, and energy jobs, like so many other elements of our country, are at a record high.
I think I heard some Democrats booing that we're energy dependent. That's unreal.
We are doing numbers that no one would have thought possible just 3 years ago. Likewise, we are restoring our nation's manufacturing might, even though predictions were, as you all know, that this could never, ever be done. After losing 60,000 factories under the previous 2 administrations, America has now gained 12,000 new factories under my administration, with thousands upon thousands of plants and factories being planned or being built.
I mean, you're going to make iPhones here. I never thought I would see the day where they would make iPhones in America.
Companies are not leaving. They are coming back to the USA.
Tim Cook for working with Trump. We still have a ways to go.
The fact is that everybody wants to be where the action is, and the United
has to be
States
here
of America
necessarily,
is indeed the place where the action is.
United States, where the action is.
One of the biggest promises I made to the American people was to replace the disastrous NAFTA trade deal.
Yeah. And remember,
In fact,
the Democrats
unfair
held it up
trade
for
is
a
perhaps
year
the single biggest
in the
reason
House.
that I decided to run for president. Following NAFTA's adoption, our nation lost 1 in 4 manufacturing jobs. Many politicians came and went, pledging to change or replace NAFTA, only to do so, and then absolutely nothing happened. But unlike so many who came before me, I keep my promises. We did our job.
Yeah! We do a lot more, but it's a start. We need immigration reform. We need infrastructure.
6 days ago, I replaced
NAFTA
and signed the brand new U.S.-Mexico-Canada agreement into law.
Pelosi saying something.
The USMCA will create nearly 100,000 new high-paying American auto jobs and massively boost exports for our farmers, ranchers, and factory workers.
It's like a Jeb Bush
It
moment.
will
Please
also
clap.
bring trade with Mexico and Canada to a much higher level, but also to be a much greater degree of fairness and reciprocity. We will have that fairness and reciprocity, and I say that finally because it's been many, many years that we were treated fairly on trade.
And you got to give it to him,
This
man.
is the first
Nobody else has
major
really
trade
tackled
deal in many
like he
years to
has.
earn the strong backing of America's labor unions. I also promised our
We're at
citizens that I would impose tariffs to confront China's
viewers.
massive
So
theft
hi, everybody.
of America's jobs. Our strategy has worked. Days ago, we signed the groundbreaking new agreement with China that will defend our workers, protect our intellectual property, bring billions and billions of dollars into our treasury, and open vast new markets for products made and grown right here in the USA.
Now, if we can only fix this coronavirus thing, we'd be okay. I love it. The Democrats are like, yeah, trade deals with China
For
are
decades,
bad.
China has taken advantage of the United States. Now we have changed that. But at the same time, we have perhaps the best relationship we've ever had with China, including with President Xi. They respect what we've done because, quite frankly, they could never really believe that they were able to get away with what they were doing year after year, decade after decade, without someone in our country stepping up and saying, that's enough. Now we want to rebuild our country, and that's exactly what we're doing. We are rebuilding our country. As we restore
Our country,
American
like
leadership throughout the world, we are once again standing
Instead of
up
rebuilding
for freedom
Iraq
in our hemisphere. That's why my administration reversed the failing policies of the previous administration on Cuba.
Yes, Unreal Productions, the Ember Mug.
We are supporting the hopes
go to
of
Cuba,
Cubans, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans to restore democracy. The United States is leading a 59-nation diplomatic coalition against the socialist dictator of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro.
I knew he was. I knew he was going to talk about foreign policy. Oh, look, there we go. Come on, stand up, you morons.
Maduro is an illegitimate ruler, a tyrant who brutalizes his people. But Maduro's grip on tyranny will be smashed and broken. Here this evening is a very brave man who carries with him the hopes, dreams, and aspirations of all Venezuelans.
This guy was locked up for years.
Joining us in the
Venezuela.
gallery is the true and legitimate president of Venezuela, Juan Guaido. Mr. President, please take this message back to your homeland.
Is that him? I thought one of his guests was somebody that was going to be.
Thank you, Mr. President. Great honor. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Now there was another guy.
Please take this message back that all Americans are united with the Venezuelan people in their righteous struggle for freedom. Thank you very much, Mr. President.
Yeah, there's a former police chief in Venezuela who was imprisoned for 15 years by the Chavez and Maduro regimes. I thought he was talking about them. Said that was the rightful president of Venezuela. And we can't do anything about it.
Thank you very much.
Really, I mean, sanctions aren't working.
Socialism destroys nations, but always remember freedom unifies the soul.
Nancy Pelosi's like, oh, a little kid
safeguard
crying. Trump makes a
American
kid
liberty.
cry.
We have invested a record-breaking $2.2 trillion in the United States military.
Oh, Democrats won't stand for this one. Unless they have really heavy military bases in their states. Almost 3,000 people. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, watching the State of the Union. Appreciate you.
We have purchased the finest
Sienna.
planes,
I like her.
missiles, rockets, ships, and every other form of military equipment, and it's all made right here in the USA.
Did you hear somebody's phone go off? Can't even turn their phones off for the president.
We are also getting our allies, finally, to help pay their fair share.
Yeah. We definitely need, yeah, there we go. I'm sick of paying for everybody else's protection.
I have raised contributions from other NATO members by more than $400 billion, and the number of allies meeting their minimum obligations has more than doubled. And just weeks ago, for the first time since President Truman established the Air Force, more than 70 years earlier, we created a brand new branch of the United States Armed Forces. It's called the Space Force. Very important.
I don't know how much you guys know about Space Force, but it's not like pew pew in space. It's not like lasers, but it's definitely a cool branch.
In the gallery tonight, we have a young
Much
gentleman.
needed branch.
And what he wants so badly, 13 years old, Ian Lawnfay. He's an 8th grader from Arizona. Ian, please stand up. Ian has always dreamed of going to space. He was the first in his class and among the youngest at an aviation academy. He aspires to go to the Air Force Academy, and then he has his eye on the Space Force. As Ian
he's
says,
not wearing a
most
math
people
pen?
look up at space. I want to look down on the world.
It's my biggest live stream. 3,000, over 3,000 viewers. Thank you, Trump.
Ian tonight is his greatest hero of them all. Charles McGee was born in Cleveland, Ohio, 1 century ago. Charles is one of the last surviving Tuskegee Airmen, the first black fighter pilots, and he also happens to be Ian's great-grandfather.
Better stand for this guy. Here's the you. You know anything about the Tuskegee Airmen? It's there's been a couple movies about them, some great books. That's pretty cool.
Incredible story. After more than 130
he is in good
combat
shape for his
missions
age.
in World War II, he came back home to a country still struggling for civil rights and went on to serve America in Korea and Vietnam. On December 7th, Charles celebrated his 100th birthday.
How's the dude 100 years old? That's insane. He's in better shape than me. I couldn't stand up right now. Okay. But wow. Dude. Wow, to you, dude. Unreal.
A few weeks ago, I signed a bill promoting Charles McGee to Brigadier General. And earlier today, I pinned the stars on his shoulders in the Oval Office. General McGee, our nation salutes you. Thank you, sir.
Hell yes! That's awesome. That is so awesome. Brigadier General. Wow. That's awesome. I will stand later. My setup's
From the
weird,
Pilgrims
but
to
wow,
the founders,
great job.
from the soldiers at Valley Forge to the marchers at Selma, and from President Lincoln to the Reverend Martin Luther King, Americans have always rejected limits on our children's future. Members of Congress, we must never forget that the only victories that matter in Washington are victories that deliver for the American people.
Ooh, that's kind of a...
The people are the heart of our country.
Wow,
Their
Jerry
dreams
Nadler. Did you see him?
are the soul of our country, and their love is what powers and sustains our country. We must always remember that our job is to put America first.
Yes, thank you. Just want to say hello to the 3 new members. I will get to all the super chats later, I promise. But thank you for becoming members, and you guys are awesome.
The next step forward in building an inclusive society is making sure that every young American gets a great education and the opportunity to achieve the American dream. Yet for too long, countless American children have been trapped in failing government schools. To rescue these students, 18 states have created school choice in the form of opportunity scholarships. The programs are so popular that tens of thousands of students remain on a waiting list. One of those students is Janiyah Davis, a 4th grader from Philadelphia. Janiyah.
Pretty old for a 4th grader. Oh, there you go. And that's her single mom, Stephanie.
Janiyah's mom, Stephanie, is a single parent. She would do anything to give her daughter a better future. But last year, that future was put further out of reach when Pennsylvania's governor vetoed legislation to expand school choice to 50,000 children. Janiyah and Stephanie are in the gallery. Stephanie, thank you so much for being here with your beautiful daughter. Thank you very much.
Aww. She's got my glasses.
But Janiyah, I have some good news for you, because I am pleased to inform you that your long wait is over. I can proudly announce tonight that an opportunity scholarship has become available. It's going to you, and you will soon be heading to the school of your choice.
You get a car. You get a car. You get a scholarship. Aw, it's nice.
Now I call on Congress to give 1 million American children the same opportunity Janiyah has just received. Pass the Education Freedom Scholarships and Opportunities Act, because no parent should be forced to send their child to a failing government school.
She's like looking at everybody going, don't you dare stand. Like she's giving them signals.
Every young person should have a safe and secure environment in which to learn and to grow. For this reason, our magnificent First Lady has launched the Be Best initiative to advance a safe, healthy, supportive, and drug-free life for the next generation, online, in school, and in our communities. Thank you, Melania, for your extraordinary love and profound care for America's children. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's always weird that they talk about this anti-bullying thing, and then you have Trump in the office who's just like so.
My administration
just
is determined
badass
to
on
give
Twitter
our
bullying
citizens the
people.
opportunities they need, regardless of age or background. Through our pledge to American workers, over 400 companies will also provide new jobs and education opportunities to almost 15 million Americans. My budget also contains an exciting vision for our nation's high schools. Tonight, I ask Congress to support our students and back my plan to offer vocational and technical education in every single high school in America.
I mean, that's a stretch. You're never going to see that. You're never going to see trade programs in every single high school. That's not going to happen, but
To expand equal opportunity, I am also proud that we achieved record and permanent funding for our nation's historically black colleges and universities. A good life for American families also requires the most affordable, innovative, and high-quality health care system on earth. Before I took office, health insurance premiums had more than doubled in just 5 years. I moved quickly to provide affordable alternatives. Our new plans are up to 60% less expensive and better.
And better like that. I mean, hypotheticals, but, you know.
I've also made an
get some legislation
pledge
passed
to American families. We will always protect patients with pre-existing conditions.
And that's something that you hear all the time. Oh, Trump's going to take away your insurance if you have pre-existing conditions. He's going to take away your Social Security. Like, none of that's going to happen, but...
And we will always protect your Medicare, and we will always protect your Social Security, always.
There you go. See? They're going to go, no, you're a liar. Oh, Schiff is there.
The American
patient
should never be blindsided by medical bills. That is why I signed an executive order requiring price transparency.
But the executive order only goes so far.
Many experts believe that
price transparency
which will go into full effect
hospitals
at
and
the beginning
stuff, but
of next
it needs
year,
to be
will be even bigger than healthcare reform.
They really need to do a little bit more legislation.
It will save families massive amounts of money for substantially better care. But as we work to improve Americans' health care, there are those who want to take away your health care, take away your doctor, and abolish private insurance entirely.
Boo! I'm going to pause this for a second. What he was talking about was he signed an executive order that basically forces hospitals to give you a price list, because he's saying that you can go into a hospital and say, I have a broken arm, and go, how much is this going to cost me? And they won't tell you. You should have a menu that says, well, this is going to cost this much, this medicine is going to cost this much, and that executive action order is more for transparency. So that's sorry I had to pause that. But
132 lawmakers in this room have endorsed legislation to impose a socialist takeover of our health care system, wiping out the private health insurance plans of 180 million very happy Americans. To those watching at home tonight, I want you to know we will never let socialism destroy American health care.
Yeah! See, this is why people think that Biden and Klobuchar are more reasonable, because they don't want to just completely have the government take over everything.
130 legislators in this chamber have endorsed legislation that would bankrupt our nation by providing free taxpayer-funded health care to millions of illegal aliens, forcing taxpayers to subsidize free care for anyone in the world who unlawfully crosses our borders. These proposals would raise
Yang raised
Medicare
his hand
benefits
for
of
that.
our seniors, and that our seniors depend on, while acting as a powerful lure for illegal immigration. That is what is happening in California and other states. Their systems are totally out of control, costing taxpayers vast and unaffordable amounts of money. If forcing American taxpayers to provide unlimited free health care to illegal aliens sounds fair to you, then stand with the radical left. But if you believe that we should defend American patients and American seniors, then stand with me and pass legislation to prohibit free government health care for illegal aliens.
If Bill Clinton said this back in the 90s, The whole room, the entire room would be standing up. But since it's Trump, like, oh, you can't say that. Oh, he's Orange Man bad.
This will be
Unreal.
a tremendous boon to our already very strongly guarded southern border, where, as we speak, a long, tall, and very powerful wall is being built.
I mean, I guess. I know a lot of old wall has been replaced. I don't know a lot about new wall.
We have now completed over 100
trying.
miles and have over 500 miles fully completed in a very short period of time. Early next year, we will have substantially more than 500 miles
Walls
completed.
are racist.
My administration is also taking on the big pharmaceutical companies. We have approved a record number of
I
affordable
wish it was
generic
concrete.
drugs, and medicines are being approved by the FDA at a faster clip than ever before. And I was pleased to announce last year that for the first time in 51 years, the cost of prescription drugs actually went down. And working together,
Build a wall
Congress
around
can
Nancy.
reduce drug prices substantially from current levels. I've been speaking to Senator Chuck Grassley of Iowa and others in Congress in order to get something on drug pricing done, and done quickly and properly. I'm calling for bipartisan legislation that achieves the goal of dramatically lowering prescription drug prices. Get a bill on my desk, and I will sign it into law immediately.
All right, let's do this. Hey, Chuck Grassley. And Cocaine Mitch. I want to meet Chuck Grassley. I want to do an interview with him. I think he would do it.
With unyielding commitment, we are curbing the opioid epidemic.
What is that?
Drug overdose deaths declined for the first time in nearly 30 years.
I don't know what they were chanting. They're just hateful
Among
people.
the states hardest hit, Ohio is down 22%, Pennsylvania is down 18%, Wisconsin is down 10%, and we will not quit until we have beaten the opioid epidemic once and for all.
That would be nice. Yeah, Democrats, stand up against opioids, you jerks.
Protecting Americans' health also means fighting infectious diseases. We are coordinating with the Chinese government and working closely together on the coronavirus outbreak in China. My administration will take all necessary steps to safeguard our citizens from this threat. We have launched ambitious new initiatives to substantially improve care for Americans with kidney disease, Alzheimer's, and those struggling with mental health. And because Congress was so good as to fund my request, new cures for childhood cancer, and we will eradicate the AIDS epidemic in America by the end of this decade.
Look at Gillibrand. Oh, a Harris, too.
Almost
can't
every
even stand
American
up to
family knows the
eradicate
pain
HIV.
when a loved
Unreal.
one is diagnosed with a serious illness. Here tonight is a special man, beloved by millions of Americans, who just received a stage 4 advanced cancer diagnosis. This is not good news, but what is good news is that he is the greatest fighter and winner that you will ever meet. Rush Limbaugh, thank you for your decades of tireless devotion to our country.
Booze. Yeah, man, cancer sucks. I mean, It's going to happen, though, when you smoke cigars. You know what I mean? But he's a billionaire, so he can afford the treatment. But, oh, man. Don't smoke.
And Rush, in recognition of all that you have done for our nation, the millions of people a day that you speak to and that you inspire, and all of the incredible work that you have done for charity, I am proud to announce tonight that you will be receiving our country's highest civilian honor, the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
You hear the booze? There was some booze there. How did Rush not know? This has been in the news for all day. How did he not know he's going to get the Medal of Freedom? That's amazing. Like, nobody told him. It was just like America's best kept secret or something. That's funny. That's funny. He's like, what? It's been in the news all day. It was the headline on Drudge. How do you not know that? That's funny.
I will now ask the First Lady of the United States to present you with the honor, please.
They're going to do it now? Why don't they? That's so weird. Yeah, he's got hearing aids, by the way. He had some major hearing loss. They're just giving it to him now? I'd want a ceremony at least. By the way, we have 3,300 people watching the stream. So, hi everybody. If you're a new member or doing super chats, I promise I will get to these after the State of the Union. But thank you so much for all the support. All the super chat money is gonna absolutely come in handy when I need to take legal action to fight my copyright strikes. So thank you so much for all the support, and thanks for hanging out. And congratulations, Rush Limbaugh. That's kind of cool. He looks pretty weak. It's kind of sad, but you know.
Rush and Catherine.
Hope he fights it.
Congratulations. Thank you, Catherine. As we pray for all
I have 2
who
fake
are
copyright
sick,
strikes, by the way.
we know that America is constantly achieving new medical breakthroughs. In 2017, doctors at St. Luke's Hospital in Kansas City delivered one of the earliest premature babies ever to survive. Born at just 21 weeks and 6 days and weighing less than a pound, Ellie Schneider was a born fighter. Through the skill of her doctors and the prayers of her parents, little Ellie kept on winning the battle of life. Today, Ellie is a strong, healthy 2-year-old girl sitting with her amazing mother, Robin. In the gallery, Ellie and Robin, we are glad to have you with us tonight.
Yeah, this little girl was born at like 22 weeks or something. It's crazy. Do you guys think that, first of all, Ivanka is very pretty. What do you guys think of Jared Kushner?
Ellie reminds us
guy?
that every child is a miracle of life.
Let me know in the comments.
And thanks to modern medical wonders, 50% of very premature babies delivered at the hospital where Ellie was born now survive. It's an incredible thing. Thank you very much. Our goal should be to ensure that every baby has the best chance to thrive and grow just like Ellie. That is why I'm asking Congress to provide an additional $50 million to fund neonatal research for America's youngest patients.
Yes, stand up, Democrats, for children. Come on, you can all do it. You can do it.
That is why I'm also calling upon members of Congress here tonight to pass legislation finally banning the late-term abortion of babies.
Oh, there we go. Stay locked down in your seat, Democrats. Just hilarious.
Whether we are Republican, Democrat, or Independent, surely we must all agree that every human life is a sacred gift from God. As we support America's moms and dads, I was recently proud to sign the law providing new parents in the federal workforce paid family leave, serving as a model for the rest of the country.
I don't quite agree with that. I don't quite agree with paid family leave for all companies all over the country. But federal, I guess, is fine, but that's
I
for
call on
a
Congress
video
to pass
down
the
the road.
bipartisan Advancing Support for Working Families Act, extending family leave to mothers and fathers all across our nation.
Do fathers need family leave? I mean,
40 million
are we
American
that kind of
families
country?
have an average $2,200 extra thanks to our child tax credit.
Tax credits are fine. All right, tell me in the chat whether you think that fathers need family
I've also
leave
overseen
for
historic
newborn kids.
funding increases for high-quality child care, enabling 17 states to help more children, many of which have reduced or eliminated their wait lists altogether.
Really? I'm seeing a lot of yeses here.
And I sent Congress a plan
father
with a
before you
vision
can
to
judge
further
this.
expand access to high-quality child care and urge you to act immediately.
I'm seeing a lot of yeses. It's crazy. I mean,
To
I don't
protect
agree
the
with
environment,
it, but,
days ago,
you know.
I announced that the United States will join the 1 Trillion Trees Initiative, an ambitious effort to bring together government and private sector to plant new trees
Bonding
in
time for like
America
a
and all around the
a
world.
2-month-old? Like, I don't know. But men do not need to be off for months
We must
at a time
also
now.
rebuild America's infrastructure.
I get 6 weeks paid leave. It's nice to bond with your baby. I mean, yeah, I mean, like a couple weeks.
I ask you to
sure,
pass Senator
but not
John
months, like
Barrasso's
90
highway
days. A
bill
lot of
to
these people want
invest in new
90
roads,
days.
bridges, and tunnels all across our land.
Oh, so you're talking about fixed
I'm
roads
also
now.
committed to ensuring that every citizen can have access to high-speed internet, including and especially in rural America.
That's a big deal. Internet in rural America, because you got a lot of these people there. They have to deal with satellites.
A better
just to-
tomorrow for
just
all
to have a
Americans also
connection.
requires us to keep America safe. That means supporting the men and women of law enforcement at
Stand
every
for
level,
internet.
including our nation's heroic ICE officers.
Oh, Democrats will not stand for ICE. Pelosi's like, no, don't you dare. Trying to abolish ICE.
Last year, our brave ICE officers arrested more than 120,000 criminal aliens charged with nearly 10,000 burglaries, 5,000 sexual assaults, 45,000 violent assaults, and 2,000 murders. Tragically, there are many cities in America where radical politicians have chosen to provide sanctuary for these criminal illegal aliens. In
I really wish they
sanctuary
could, the
cities,
federal
local
government
officials
could do something about
order
sanctuary
police
cities.
to release dangerous criminal aliens to prey upon the public instead of handing them over to ICE to be safely removed. Just 29 days ago, a criminal alien freed by the sanctuary city of New York was charged with the brutal rape and murder of a 92-year-old woman. The killer had been previously arrested for assault, but under New York sanctuary policies, he was set free. If the city had honored ICE's detainer request, his victim would still be alive today. The state of California passed an outrageous law declaring their whole state to be a sanctuary for criminal, illegal immigrants, a very terrible sanctuary with catastrophic results. Here is just one tragic example. In December 2018, California police detained an illegal alien with 5 prior arrests, including convictions for robbery and assault. But as required by California's sanctuary law, local authorities released him. Days later, the criminal alien went on a gruesome spree of deadly violence. He viciously shot one man going about his daily work. He approached a woman sitting in her car and shot her in the arm and in the chest. He walked into a convenience store and wildly fired his weapon. He hijacked a truck and smashed into vehicles, critically injuring innocent victims. One of the victims is a terrible, terrible situation. Died, 51-year-old American named Rocky Jones. Rocky was at a gas station when this vile criminal fired 8 bullets at him from close range, murdering him in cold blood. Rocky left behind a devoted family, including his brothers, who loved him more than anything else in the world. One of his grieving brothers is here with us tonight. Jody, would you please stand? Jody, thank you.
Yeah, rip Rocky Jones, man. These sanctuary cities, in New York, if an illegal immigrant is pulled over, they can be processed and arrested, but they won't be reported to Homeland Security, which is
Jody, our hearts weep for your loss, and we will not rest until you have justice. Senator Tom Tillis has introduced legislation to allow Americans like Jody to sue sanctuary cities and states when a loved one is hurt or killed as a result of these deadly practices.
See, this makes me angry. Instead of being able to sue the city, the federal government should step in and say, we need to do something about your sanctuary city, or you're not going to get tax dollars, you're not going to get all this stuff.
Sanctuary Cities Act immediately.
We're going to sue you for obstruction of justice.
The United States of America
That's what should be
a
happening.
Sanctuary for law-abiding Americans, not criminal aliens.
This is all very upsetting.
In the last 3 years, ICE has arrested over 5,000 wicked human traffickers, and I have signed 9 pieces of legislation to stamp out the menace of human trafficking domestically and all around the globe. My administration has undertaken an unprecedented effort to secure the southern border of the United States.
I'm just going to pause this real quick and say we're at 3,400 viewers. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. I promise I will get to all of your gracious super chats later. I promise. And any new members. We have 3 new channel members. So thanks again for hanging out with me. This is my biggest stream that I've ever had. So just thank you very, very much for all of your support and all of your kindness and just hanging out. This is fun. So yeah, let's keep going. Mr. President, will you please continue?
Before I came into office, if you showed up illegally on our southern border and were arrested, you were simply released and allowed into our country, never to be seen again. My administration has ended catch and release.
Yes. And I made a video about that. I made a video about the new asylum law, so if you haven't seen it, you should check it out. It's great. Not now. Don't do it now. Don't
if
dare
you come
leave.
Illegally, you will now be promptly removed from our country.
Yes. The asylum law basically said,
we entered into historic cooperation agreements with the governments of Mexico, Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala. As a result of our unprecedented efforts, illegal crossings are down 75% since May, dropping 8 straight months in a row.
the asylum law, the policies definitely helped. It's definitely helped. It's amazing.
And as
how
the wall
we were having a
rapidly
border
goes
crisis,
up,
and now it's
drug seizures rise, and the border
it's a
crossings
lot better
are going
now.
down and going down very rapidly. Last year, I traveled to the border in Texas and met Chief Patrol Agent Raul Ortiz. Over the last 24 months, Agent Ortiz and his team have seized more than 200,000 pounds of poisonous narcotics, arrested more than 3,000 human smugglers, and rescued more than 2,000 migrants. Days ago, Agent Ortiz was promoted to Deputy Chief of Border Patrol, and he joins us tonight. Chief Ortiz, please stand.
I mean, we're rescuing people from choppy waters, and instead of just pointing guns at them and going, no, you can't cross the border, turn back. These border agents do
a grateful
amazing
nation.
work.
Thank
They're
you
humanitarians.
and all of the heroes of Border Patrol and ICE. Thank you very much.
And they are heroes.
To build on these historic gains, we are working on legislation to replace our outdated and randomized immigration system with one based on merit, welcoming those who follow the rules, contribute to our economy, support themselves financially, and uphold our values.
Hello from
With every action, my
Daniela
administration
says,
is restoring
hi from
the
Honduras.
rule of law
Hello.
and reasserting the culture of American freedom.
He's like staring at the Democrats right now.
Working with Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. Thank you, Mitch.
Yeah. Mitch.
And his colleagues in the Senate, we have confirmed a record number of 187 new federal judges to uphold our Constitution as written. This includes two brilliant new Supreme Court justices, Neil Gorsuch and Brett Kavanaugh. Thank you.
Yeah. And if we're lucky, we're going to get at least one more Supreme Court judge out of this. If Trump wins the second term, then Ruth Bader Ginsburg is going to have to retire at some point.
And we have many in the pipeline.
Yeah.
My administration is also
man.
defending religious liberty, and that includes the constitutional right to pray in public schools. In America, we don't punish prayer. We don't tear down crosses. We don't ban symbols of faith. We don't muzzle preachers and pastors. In America, we celebrate faith. We cherish religion. We lift our voices in prayer, and we raise our sights to the glory of God. Just as we believe in the First Amendment, we also believe in another constitutional right that is under siege all across our country. So long as I am president, I will always protect your Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms.
Bravo. Oh, they don't like that. How dare you talk about the Constitution?
In reaffirming our heritage as a free nation,
who's screaming?
We must remember that America
like,
has always been a frontier nation.
Wow.
Now we must embrace
like,
the next
stop.
frontier. America's manifest destiny in the stars. I am asking Congress to fully fund the Artemis program to ensure that the next man and the first woman on the moon will be American astronauts, using this as a launching pad to ensure that America is the first nation to plant its flag on Mars.
Really? Guys, do we need to go to Mars? Let me know in the chat. Tell me if we need to go to Mars.
My administration
How important is it to go to
also
Mars? 1 out of
strongly defending our national security
1 to 10.
and combating radical
Scale of 1 to 10.
Islamic
How important
terrorism.
is it for us to go to Mars?
Last week, I announced
maybe
a
we can send
groundbreaking
Lilly
plan
Singh
for
to
peace
Mars.
between Israel and the Palestinians.
I'm all for that.
Recognizing that all past attempts have failed, we must be determined and creative in
important
order
is it
to
to send
stabilize the
Lilly Singh
region
to
and
Mars?
give millions of young people the chance to realize a better future.
Scale of 1 to 10.
3 years ago, the barbarians of ISIS held over 20,000 square miles of territory in Iraq and Syria.
Send
Today,
Lizzo to
the
Mars.
ISIS
She
territorial
wouldn't fit in the
caliphate
rocket.
has been 100% destroyed.
terrible.
And the founder and leader of ISIS, the bloodthirsty killer known as al-Baghdadi, is dead.
Are Democrats... Are Democrats going to stand for killing terrorists? Who knows? I can't see. It's a shame.
We are joined this evening by Carl and Marcia Mueller. After graduating from college, their beautiful daughter, Carla, became a humanitarian aid worker. She once wrote, "Some people find God in
sad
church.
story.
Some people find God in nature. Some people find God in love. I find God in suffering. I've known for some time what my life's work is, using my hands as tools to relieve suffering." In 2013, while caring for suffering civilians in Syria, Kayla was kidnapped, tortured, and enslaved by ISIS and kept as a prisoner of al-Baghdadi himself. After more than 500 horrifying days of captivity, al-Baghdadi murdered young, beautiful Kayla. She was just 26 years old. On the night that U.S. Special Forces operations ended al-Baghdadi's miserable life, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, received a call in the Situation Room.
Yeah, F in the chat.
He was told that the brave men of the elite Special Forces team that so perfectly carried out the operation had given their mission a name, Task Force 814. It was a reference to a special day, August 14th, Kayla's birthday. Carl and Marcia, America's warriors, never forgot Kayla, and neither will we. Thank you.
Bravo. Yeah, these are powerful stories. They really are. Between this guy and Rocky Jones and... Yeah, rest in peace, man.
Every day, America's men and women in uniform demonstrate the infinite depth of love that dwells in the human heart. One of these American heroes was Army Staff Sergeant Christopher Hake. On his second deployment to Iraq in 2008, Sergeant Hake wrote a letter to his one-year-old son, Gage. "I will be with you again," he wrote to Gage. "I will teach you to ride your first bike, build your first sandbox, watch you play sports, and see you have kids also. I love you, son. Take care of your mother. I am always with you, Daddy." On Easter Sunday of 2008, Chris was out on patrol in Baghdad when his Bradley fighting vehicle was hit by a roadside bomb. That night, he made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Sergeant Hake now rests in eternal glory in Arlington, and his wife, Kelly, is in the gallery tonight, joined by their son, who is now a 13-year-old and doing very, very well. To Kelly and Gage, Chris will live in our hearts forever. He is looking down on you now.
F in the chat for Chris Hake. F in the chat for Sergeant Hake, man. These are powerful stories. Holy moly. I love you guys. Thanks
Thank you
for
very
hanging
much.
out.
Thank you both very much. The terrorist responsible for killing Sergeant Hake was Qasem Soleimani, who provided the deadly roadside bomb that took Chris's life. Soleimani was the Iranian regime's most ruthless butcher, a monster who murdered or wounded thousands of American service members in Iraq. As the world's top terrorist, Soleimani orchestrated the deaths of countless men, women, and children. He directed the December assault and went on to assault U.S. forces in Iraq, was actively planning new attacks.
F in the chat for Soleimani.
And we hit him very hard.
The Astirs.
And that's
why
why
that was
last
the
month
Astir,
at my direction, the U.S. military executed a flawless precision strike that killed Soleimani and terminated his evil reign of terror forever.
Yeah, F that guy. Democrats can't even stand up to celebrate their... it's unreal. Screw them.
Our message to the terrorists is clear. You will never escape American justice. If you attack our citizens, you forfeit your life.
Well, let's go a step further and just get the heck out of the Middle East. You don't need to be there. You can have a presence in the sea. I'm sick and tired of it.
We have seen proud Iranians raise their voices against their oppressive rulers. The Iranian regime must abandon its pursuit of nuclear weapons, stop spreading terror, death, and destruction, and start working for the good of its own people. Because of our powerful sanctions, the Iranian economy is doing very, very poorly. We can help them make a very good and short-time recovery. It can all go very quickly, but perhaps they are too proud or too foolish to ask for that help. We are here. Let's see which road they choose. It is totally up to them.
I mean, good luck. You can try. You can make as many
As we defend American lives, we are working
want,
to end America's wars in the
work.
Middle East. In Afghanistan, the determination and valor of our warfighters has allowed us to make tremendous progress, and peace talks are now underway. I am not looking to kill hundreds of thousands of people in Afghanistan, many of them totally innocent. It is also not our function to serve other nations as law enforcement agencies. These are warfighters that we have, the best in the world, and they either want to fight to win or not fight at all. We are working to finally end America's longest war and bring our troops back home.
Let's get the hell out. Let's cut our losses and just leave. But we're the world police, so, you know.
War places a heavy
stuff to
burden
do.
on our nation's extraordinary military families, especially spouses like Amy
And
Williams
our economy.
from Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and her two children, 6-year-old Eliana and 3-year-old Rowan. Amy works full-time and volunteers countless hours helping other military families.
McCain
For the
rolling
past
his
7
grave.
months, she has done it all while her husband, Sergeant First Class Townsend Williams, is in Afghanistan on his 4th deployment in the Middle East. Amy's kids haven't seen their father's face in many months. Amy, your family's sacrifice makes it possible for all of our families to live in safety and in peace, and we want to thank you. Thank you, Amy.
Yeah. What was his name? Well, F in the chat for Amy's husband.
There is one more thing. Tonight we have a very special surprise. I am thrilled to inform you that your husband is back from deployment. He is here with us tonight, and we couldn't keep him waiting any longer.
No! It's like those videos on YouTube. Aww. Well, I'm glad he's still alive. This is adorable. Aww. Yay! I'll watch videos on YouTube of military people coming back from deployment and surprising their loved ones, and I'll just like sit and cry. Those are also good. Or when my favorite ones though are the ones where somebody, like a dog, hasn't seen their owner for like 6 months because they've been deployed, and then the dog just goes nuts. But this is still good too. Oh, your eyes are so... I'm not crying, you're crying. USA! USA! It's awesome. Stand up, Democrats. They hate America. They can't even stand up for a chant of USA. Unreal. Unreal. Oh, they're wearing
Welcome
ERA
home, Sergeant Williams.
pins.
Thank you very much.
Good luck. Good luck with that.
As the world bears witness tonight, America is a land of heroes. This is a place where greatness is born, where destinies are forged, and where legends come to life. This is the home of Thomas Edison and Teddy Roosevelt, of many great generals, including Washington, Pershing, Patton, and MacArthur. This is the home of Abraham Lincoln, Frederick Douglass, Amelia Earhart, Harriet Tubman, the Wright brothers, Neil Armstrong, and so many more. This is the
Sounds like he's
country
wrapping
where
up.
children learn names like Wyatt Earp, Davy Crockett, and Annie Oakley. This is the place where the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth and where Texas patriots made their last stand at the Alamo. The beautiful, beautiful Alamo. The American nation was carved out of the vast frontier by the toughest, strongest, fiercest, and most determined men and women ever to walk on the face of the earth. Our ancestors braved the unknown, tamed the wilderness, settled the Wild West, lifted millions from poverty, disease, and hunger, vanquished tyranny and fascism, ushered the world to new heights of science and medicine, laid down the railroads, dug out the canals, raised up the skyscrapers, and ladies and gentlemen, our ancestors built the most exceptional republic ever to exist in all of human history, and we are making it greater than ever before.
This is a great speech. This is all great. This is all great. Notice he hasn't talked about impeachment. He hasn't even alluded to it. This is amazing. This is easily one of his best speeches. This is amazing.
This is our glorious and magnificent inheritance.
He wraps this up, man.
We are
This
Americans.
is near perfect.
We are pioneers. We are the pathfinders. We settled the new world. We built the modern world. And we change history forever by embracing the eternal truth that everyone is made equal by the hand of Almighty God.
This is just such a great speech.
America is the place where anything can happen. America is the place where anyone can rise. And here, on this land, on this soil, on this continent, the most incredible dreams come true. This nation is our canvas, and this country is our masterpiece. We look at tomorrow and see unlimited frontiers just waiting to be explored. Our brightest discoveries are not yet known. Our most thrilling stories are not yet told. Our grandest journeys are not yet made. The American age, the American epic, the American adventure has only just begun. Our spirit is still young. The sun is still rising. God's grace is still shining. And my fellow Americans, the best is yet to come. Thank you. God bless you. And God bless
Freaking great
America.
speech. This
Thank
is
you very much.
amazing. She's tearing up the speech. What is happening? Screw this one. Look at her. That's California, man. Vote that woman out. Holy moly. F her, man. Wow. That was great. What did you think? First of all, what did you think of this State of the Union? I mean, scale of 1 to 10. That was great, and that ending was great. That all of it, I think it was great. I mean, I might be wrong, but so give me like a minute. I've had a lot of coffee. I need to pee, but maybe I'll find a video really quick to play while let's see. All right, give me a second. Yeah, I'll be right back. And I'm going to read all your super chats and say hi to my new members, and I'll answer some questions, and I'll be right back. But you guys are awesome, so I'll be right back. All right. Wow. That was oh, okay. Oh, wow. Whole bunch of people are leaving. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's happening? Oh, okay, good. All right, great. Guys, I'm back. Yep. So, that was It's funny. It's like you ever go to the movies and you hold it in, and then when you go pee, it's like it just takes a while to come out. TMI, Andrew. Okay. Oh, Democratic response. Maybe. But you know what? I have so many chats to get to, like super chats. So let me read that. And you didn't hear me pee. Stop it. Wow, how's it not happening? Okay, let me go into... I will read a bunch of super chats. I'm really sorry. Let's see here. Let me find them. But that was fun. That was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a real drag to kind of keep up and with all of it. So I'm pretty happy. And that was such a great speech. God, wow, it's just really inspiring stuff. Honestly, just so good. Okay, let me find this here. Okay, see all. All right. So, wow. First of all, thank you again for all the support and all the super chats, and we have 6 new members. It's really cool. I know I will try and get to everybody here. Just so many. This is great. Just thanks for all the support, everybody. It's been let's see. Okay. Smedley Dog says, thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much. Calvin PR, I'm in California. It's bad. Taxes and poop everywhere. I've been to California in like the last year and a half, and it's dreadful. I believe me, I know. Bob24, Dems acting childish. Haha, tear up the speech. That was amazing. Her tearing up the speech, let's watch that again. That's just unreal.
Anyone can rise.
Here, I'll turn it down. Like, what is up with these people? Yeah, she's staring it up. Like, what a... Oof. Okay. Anyway. Alana, should we... Thank you very much. Should we expect large changes in Congress after 2020? I think that a lot of people are going to... Eventually, I don't know if it's 2020, but I think eventually a lot of people are going to get sick of all this lack of law and order, these sanctuary cities, and I think that a lot of people are going to head to the ballot and actually do something about that. So let's just cross our fingers. And I'm going to make one of these soon, but seriously, you have to go register to vote. I don't care how you vote. You need to go register to vote, and you need to vote. Voter turnout as a whole in this country is low. Everybody should be required to vote. So go out and vote. Make sure that you go vote and that you're registered. It's not hard. Maganizable gave me a sticker, a thank you sticker. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Emerson Robles says, I enjoy your channel a lot. I've cleared many difficult topics I couldn't understand and made them simple to understand. You do awesome work. Thank you. I try to break things down, and I try to not talk about things and expect everybody to know what I'm talking about. For example, when I did my AOC video about her talking about 90% tax rates, I knew a lot of people didn't actually understand how tax brackets work. So that's why I broke it down that way. So Nicholas Davidson, again, I watched the State of the Union every year since 2002. This was the best State of the Union I have ever watched. This was amazing. This really was. It was very inspiring. Max says, hashtag greater than ever before. Thank you, Max. Stanislav Kogan says, your channel is amazing. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Rick O'Neill gives me a sunglasses emoji. Thank you, Rick. King Truth, thanks for all you do. Thank you, King Truth. Sarah T, I've been enjoying your videos a long time. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. VA Philly fan 54. Here's $5. We are all crying. Great speech. That was such a great speech. And when the husband came out, it's like, and your husband's here, woo! That was such a great moment. Noah McCoy left Finest says he's been manipulative with all of this. Okay. Thank you, Noah. Artistic layman, not if Trump wins, when Trump wins. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, but who knows? Who knows? Nothing is set in stone. If you want to vote for Trump, if you want Trump to win, you got to go out and register and vote. That's all you got to do. That's all you can do, really. Day all day. Keep up the awesome work. Thank you. Iman, hi from London. Your vids are great. Thank you so much. Jenny Rose just gave me $20. Thank you very much, Jenny. Truby D44, New York. What a joke. I know. This city is burning. We have this no bail law. Basically, anybody can go to jail and then be let go, even if it's burglary. Think about it. If somebody breaks into your home, and they're caught, they'll go to jail, and then they'll go, okay, yeah, sorry, we're just gonna let you go. Just please be sure to come back for your court date. We trust you. Thank you very much. And that's it. And then they never show up. The city is insane. I can't believe that my legislators are just so dumb. My state senator, by the way, is a Democratic Socialist. It's sad. Unworldly Eric. Hey, seriously, not liking videos isn't cool. Do it. Okay. Thank you, Unworldly Eric. YM, how mad does Nancy look after Trump winning? Oh, man, she's going to have a meltdown when he wins, if he wins in 2020. Stephen Walden, abortion is murder. Okay, thank you, Stephen. I don't want to get demonetized. Dan Conti, love the content. Thank you. It's just me. Best of luck. Thank you. It's just me. Unworldly Eric again. Mexico probably won't pay for it. Well, tell you what, they're paying for it with the here. I'm gonna put this up. Boom. Okay. So you guys can see this. Let's see. Where was I here? Red spotted Drake, the wall on the border of Mexico and Central America, and Mexico is paying for it. Thank you, Red spotted Drake. Neil Anglio. I hate that the loudest mouth Dems come from California. They know they're untouchable at the booths. Shaking my head. And that's the thing. The Schiff is very safe. Nadler is also pretty safe in New York. He's not in my district, but he's here in New York. Pelosi, all these people. You could vote them out, but you also need somebody strong to vote them out. And somebody strong to put up against them that you can vote them out and there'll be a viable candidate. And that's why AOC is going to be in her district. She's not going anywhere. She's there. She's there for as long as she wants. And she's probably going to run against Schumer at one point. Or Gillibrand. She's definitely in the danger zone. So... yeah, but also the loudmouth, like, do you think Maxine Waters is going to go anywhere? No, she's there for life. She's there for the rest of her life. Even though she doesn't do anything for her district. She's just a really good fundraiser. In the last 5 years, Bo Knows says, in the last 5 years, I got a job in my field of study, now making over $150,000 a year. My pension and 401k is already over $500K. That must have been when I said, are you better off now than you were before? So I know I'm better off now. I'm definitely paying. I definitely paid less taxes like last year. This year I don't know what's happening. I just received my tax stuff from Google, and my accountant just happens to be right down the street. So I need to take care of that soon. Let's see here. Crazy Tofu gave me $1. Thank you, Crazy Tofu. Steven Kinzik. Let's see here. Let's make this a little bigger so everybody can see. Where'd you go? Oh, there we go. Now that we have a Space Force, we can put those knife-eared Vulcans in their place. Love your videos, dude. Happy 2020. Space Force is great. It's not all pew-pew in space. It's more about coordinating between... Instead of coordinating between the branches of government, now you can kind of go to Space Force. It's kind of like a one-stop shop. So it's important to have. Jared Johnson, thank you very much. Leggy Blonde, Investigate 311. Okay, but thank you for that. And Lucky La Llama gave me a very cool 1-up sticker. Thank you so much. Gunstar1, 62% reporting, and Andrew Lang Wang has a whopping 14 votes, which is about 1%. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Laughing my ass off. So yeah, I knew. Let's see if they updated that real quick. Let's see if there's any. Is it still 6? Let's see here. Yep, still 62% reporting. So nothing's changed. Andrew Yang's gonna shock the world. No. Okay. Okay. Donnie B. I bet the Dems hate every word of this because they know that the Democrat candidates can't compete without offering free stuff. And that's the difference between the very progressive left and the establishment Democrats who even just want to be moderate. And you're seeing a little bit of these moderates kind of fight back. And it's tough. It's tough right now because the young people like the ASCs of the world. Dustin Red Eagle, 5 years ago, I was making $7.90, now making 17. Congratulations. It's a nice pay bump. Piano Logic, can we move Nancy? I wish we could. Daniel Pearson, better off now by far. I'm on the standing applause side, not the sad sitting side. Thank you for all you do. You breathe rarefied air as a neutral, logical, analytical channel. Thank you very much. I try not to have like this crazy ideology. Everything the Republicans do is great and everything the Democrats do is bad. I definitely try to find the middle ground when I can. Toby Warren, thank you very much. Macho Mercury, are you going to do a video on the allegations on Trump? I don't know if there are new ones or anything, but probably not. And they're probably all BS, but who knows? Ash K. Kumar V, or the 5th, says, keep up the work, Andrew. Thank you so much. And I don't know if any of you are leaving, but thank you again for hanging out with me. This was really a lot of fun. And I'll definitely do this next year. Hopefully Trump's still there. Stephen Walda, you need to be more quiet, but also more louder. That was with the microphone. I hope the microphone's working still. That's good. Nicholas Benson, while the female Democrats were white to these speeches, it's just a statement. Of course, when they do it, it's great. It's amazing. It's a statement. But when Tulsi Gabbard does it at the debate, it's like cult-like. That's a real thing, by the way. Look it up. Stephen Walden, Mitt Romney is a rat. I hope his magic underwear is scratchy. That's one thing that I definitely thought that it would be a miracle if they voted a Mormon into the presidency. A lot of people are just very anti-religious anyway. So to have somebody, I don't know if we'll ever see a Mormon president. I'm not against it, but I did have a girlfriend cheat on me once with a Mormon, but I'm not biased or anything. The Jester, keep up the great work. Basically brothers, am I right? Thank you, Jester. Hey, Nicholas Davidson again. Thank you, Nicholas. I'm seeing your name here a lot. And I promise I'll go back and hit any super chats. Any new ones. Orem 415. Look at all. Well, yeah, the Democrats. Look at all the Democrat members sitting down. Yes. Just unbelievable, right? How they can't even clap when it's like a pro USA thing. We want to get kids in our school, and it's like Adrian Gerlach, some money for you all the way from Singapore. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Drew Terrell, thank you, and thank you. Wow, $20. Thank you so much. All of this is going to a good cause. It's probably going to go towards my legal fees. If I have 2 copyright strikes right now, and if any of them take legal action, I'm going to have to fight back, and I will fight back, and I will win, because I'm totally in the right, and everything that I do on this channel falls under fair use, especially those things, which I'm not going to talk about right now. If you do know who I'm talking about, who struck me, please don't go after them. Don't say anything to them. It's not helpful. But geez. Tadpole, thank you for your videos, bro. I always smile every time I see them pop up. Hope your channel prospers in the coming months. I'm almost at 280,000 subscribers. That's pretty neat. I think it's cool that I have over 250,000 subs. Top Cat. By the way, I would like you to know that I'm 14. Why do you have money to give me if you're 14? And I always use your logic for my debates at school. Well, thank you, Top Cat. MF, take my Google survey money. Oh, cool. Oh, thank you. Simon Milanowski, I'm all caught up. Oh, awesome. Simon, again, thank you. So I'm all caught up there. Let me refresh. And I'll hit all the new ones. Kyle Inc. Andrew, thank you so much for what you do. Trump gave a beautiful speech, and really show his skills as a speaker. It was a great speech. Watch the Democratic response. It's awful. Maybe I'll just watch it later. I don't want to hold you guys up. It's been a long cast. Did you notice? Yeah, Joe Garcia, did you notice how Nancy ripped up the speech papers? Well, she's not going to keep them. But I don't know what the reasoning is behind her ripping them up. I'm sure it's symbolic, but it's kind of a dick move, right? Stephen Walden, making very young people forever sleep is double plus ungood, LOL. Thank you, Stephen. John Early says, why do you think Massachusetts and California differ in... What is that? I don't know. But thank you, John. GWC Institute. It would be kind of funny to see Trump versus Yang, if only to see more of you giving Yang Gang a hard time. Yang Gang. Oh man, I'm not gonna gloat, but they're like, oh, we're gonna shock the world in Iowa. Like, no, you're not. No, you're not. That's not happening. Sebastian says, what is the one issue you care most about? Wow. Wow. That's a good question. That's a really good question. I would say that I definitely care about the $23 trillion debt that we have. And as somebody who I identify as a fiscal conservative, not really a conservative, but definitely somebody that every time these new omnibus packages go through, I just want to strangle people. I can't believe how much money we're spending. It's awful. Hopefully I don't know what to do. They say, oh, it's the strongest economy we ever. We're $23 trillion in debt, and we're not even talking about that. We're talking about everything else. That's my biggest concern right now. YM says, and they said he can't be presidential. Aaron Powell says, this is the best episode of Oprah I've ever seen. Okay. LB Reckon said, during the speech, I registered to vote. It's super easy. Everyone should do it. Please register to vote. Please, for the love of God. Start Me Up 14 says, you get this donation for encouraging people to vote no matter how they vote. And that's true. Voter turnout is key to term limits, money out of politics. Thank you for that. And yeah, I don't care how you vote. If you want to vote for Andrew Yang, I mean, you know, go for it. I'm not telling you how to vote or not vote, but you do need to vote. It is important. Unreal. Taker 610 says, be thou not ashamed of the we, for it is not right to Lee. Read the chats that are super with wet pants. Play-Doh. I really need to pee, and I didn't want to stop. The C Machine, good luck fighting your copyright strikes. Love your channel and your real math. You're better at it than Yang. Trump 2020, build nuclear power. Thank you so much. Alana, I did wash my hands. Thank you. Or Charles Crawford asks that. Well, Charles, I did wash my hands. I wash my hands so many times, especially when I'm out. I don't use hand sanitizer or anything, but I'm always washing my hands because I do not want to get sick, and I can't afford to be sick on the channel. LK, I'll become a member when I get money. Well, thank you. D Jones, you're one of my favorite YouTubers. Here's to helping you with your strike issue. Thank you. I'm hopefully it'll be over in the next couple weeks. Definitely looking to get rid of those. I hate having strikes on my channel for no reason, by the way. Bob, Deb's acting childish. Haha, tear up the speech. Now clean it up, Nancy. Alana, should we expect large changes in Congress after 2020? Well, I expect a lot more will be done as far as and I think I actually read this before, but as once Trump gets a second term, if he does, there will be less impeachment talk and stuff like that, because I think they're just gonna give up, and maybe the Republicans will take the House back. Who knows? That's very possible. So let's see. I'm gonna read some more of these, and then I'm gonna go to some members here. Sean Brazil, thank you so much. Grim Turd, the welfare issue during the speech was huge. It's what I think the Republican Party is mostly about, lifting others up to sustain themselves. Any comment about Trump's speech regarding that? Hope you stick around. I really hope. I mean, they're really trying with welfare reform. They've taken a lot of people off of food stamps, and that is a big deal. They're adding more requirements, and it's a smart move. You don't want people to get stuck in a loop. And I'm all for helping people. I'm all for helping people in times of need, and that safety net should be there. But if it just keeps going, then what's the point? Nah says, hi, Andrew, you should make a series where you look at liberal policies that are somewhat logical and practical. I'd have to find some. But I'll keep it in mind, and I'm not completely anti-Democrat. There's things that I like on both sides, but I will take that into consideration. Kai Oldman says, been watching since 20,000 subs. It's been a while, and have never stopped loving the content. Thanks for everything. Much love from San Francisco. Haha, save me. Fen, hey Fen, to the only one helping Yang through this terrible media blackout. Jack LeBou says, kind of mad at the kid from the beginning wasn't wearing a math pen. Yeah, I pointed it out. He was wearing an American flag. How dare he? PC Charles, wow, thank you so much for the super sticker. That's pretty cool. Neat. Thank you so much for that. Dude X1 Dude X01, are you going to do an episode on the no cops on subway protects at Grand Central? Love your channel. No, I'm probably not. I might do another like undercover subway thing, but there's other people that are covering this so much better than I am, honestly. Sean Kenny, no message, but he just gave me $50. So thank you, Sean. Really, really appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. Kyle Inc. Andrew, thank you so much for what you do. I'm caught up, and then I'll refresh again because I think some other. But thank you again, Kyle. And let me. Oh my goodness, what is? Wow, Gavin McGinnis. Gavin McGinnis, love your channel, dude. Glad to catch you live. Thank you so much. Adler Jolene Atutubo. I don't know what that is, but that's a big number. So thank you for that. Wow, what is that? Where are you from? Oh, from the Philippines. Oh, that's cool. Well, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. YM, hope you enjoy the new members to fight copyright strike. Thank you. Sean, again, thanks for the $5. Whoa. Oh boy. Here's a new one. Captain 220. Let me refresh here. Captain 2278 for your fight against the copyright trolls. Thank you so much for that. Wow. Thank you. That's very, very generous. I really appreciate that. Wow. Thank you. That's great. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. Do you guys have any? Let me just look at the regular chat here. Do you guys have any other? Do you have any questions for me? I can try and answer some stuff. Hi, Poof. Say hi to Poofy, everybody. P in the chat for Poofy. Democratic response, please. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe I'll do it. I'm not sure. I don't see on a government feed, so I don't want to get a copyright strike for showing it, honestly. If I could find it, I would, but it's all on other stations. I don't think I could find it in time. So, sorry about that. But I'm going to wrap this up soon. I just want to make sure that I got it. Channel members. Oh, yeah. Channel members. Cool. Wow, 103 channel members. That's so cool. That's really neat. So, Les Wyven. Wow. Thank you so much. Becky Winters, Ken K, YM, Donnie B, Dustin Red Eagle, Jenny Rose, who also donated too. A couple of you donated. Andy Tarlasek? I'm sure I'm not saying that right. JLP Moose and Unreal Productions. They joined yesterday, and Stephen Walden and Sosurest and Zachary Brooks. These are all in the last couple days. Alana rejoined, and Noel and Mr. Rumpelstiltskin, and there's a whole bunch of people here. Thank you so much for being members. I think you guys are great, and I'm going to do another channel member live stream. I do a channel member live stream exclusively for the channel members, and I do one for Patreon for everybody that's in the $10 tier and up. And somebody Tony Paget says, what is the rationale of people who support sanctuary cities? It's all virtue signaling. It has nothing to do with law and order. They just feel like they need to do it. I hate it. It's just the worst. So let's see. So first of all, thanks to everybody who was moderating, and thanks for hanging out and watching the State of the Union. That was really fun, and I definitely have to do this next year. And the fact that I had over 3,000 people, 3,400 people watching, that was so cool. So thank you again for all the nice words. Discord link. Let me go through these one more time, and then I'm going to sign off. So, Twitter. I'm on Twitter. It's don'twalk_run. let me move myself here. It's ____run on Twitter. Then we have Instagram. It's Don't Walk Run Productions at Instagram. Ace Drafter says, capitalism wins again. Thank you so much. And Drone Exodus wanted to even out my account and help your strikes. Thank you very much, Drone Exodus. Appreciate you. And again, and you probably missed this, and a lot of people might have missed this, but if you go to my Teespring store, you can get 10% off anything in the store right now with the promo code Iowa, because the Iowa Caucus is. So if you want to get a cool bag with, I designed all these logos myself, and I want to do some more stuff, but I just haven't had a lot of time or the talent, honestly. So, and also Patreon, you can see stuff early. You can see all of my stuff generally at least a half day early, because I usually end up finishing stuff like in the evening, and then I don't post it until the morning, because my partner manager at YouTube said that I needed to post stuff when people are awake. So I usually post like around like 10:30, 11 o'clock. So there's that. And is there anything else here? Just thanks for all the support, and thanks for, over 200,000 subscribers. I mean, right now I'm at 279,000 subs. I'm almost at 280. I think that's pretty neat. And I have 2 copyright strikes. Thrilled with that. But hopefully in the next 2 weeks, they're going to be gone. If you want to join the Discord, here's a link right here. It's discordapp.com/invite/don'twalkrun. And that's the vanity URL for the Discord. And if you're a channel member or a Patreon member, you can connect your YouTube account or your Patreon account with your Discord. That's pretty neat. And 8K, yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of. It was actually more. It was actually. Oh, am I? And, damn. Well, of course my live stream was demonetized. Typical. What did I say? I didn't say anything. This is unreal. Sean Kenny, 1999 for all of you Yang Gangers. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate you. See, this is what I go through all the time. I go through this all the time. I always have to get stuff manually reviewed. This sucks. Screw you, YouTube. Unreal. Let's see. Well, I think that's it. I think this is a good time to wrap up. So thank you for hanging out. Thanks for being awesome. Hit me up on Twitter and say hi. And I guess I'm caught up with everybody, so I guess I'll chat with you soon. Thank you so much for all the help and all the support and all the just the emotional support to get through some of these scripts, watching the debates like 1,000 times just to get content out. So really it means a lot. It means a lot that you guys like my content and all that stuff. So thanks for hanging out with me tonight, and we'll do this again. Thanks a lot, everybody.